Hey everyone, it's Amador, and I have a project to show you guys. It's actually a Christmas project, so I'm trying to get going on Christmas projects that I have in my mind. But not only that, I'm trying to use up some of my Tilda paper, because if you guys saw my previous video, it's a haul I did for some older Tilda collections and some die cuts and everything. So I'm sitting here playing with the paper. So I wanted to make room and use it up. I've gotten to hoard so many things sometimes, but I'm like, you know what? Okay, I have to use some so I can buy more and this and that. So anyway, I'm using the Country Red stack, and this one I got from Traci at ArtAttackSupplies.com, and of course I'll put the link in the description. I have been wanting to make one of these, and for a while, and I never have. Oh, and by the way, I just glued my scraps to the back of this because I used mainly scraps for this, and I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this paper, and this has lots of paper. This one has 4 sheets of each. I'm sorry, 5, I think. So I went ahead and used that, and I wanted to use something that people have asked me about, and that was this die that I got, and this one is the pocket with scallop edge, and this one is by Sizzix in coordination with Jelly Bean, and it comes out looking like this. So, and if you want to see how I assemble it, whatever, just stick around. I'll have that at the end of the video. So it comes out like this, and this is the back of the paper, of course, because if you want, this is going to be the front, so face it down. So I used that one, and so yeah, so let me just show you what I made. I used the stack and I made an advent calendar. Now the funny thing is, I haven't decided where the heck I'm going to put it, or how I'm going to hang it. I had this frame with a chicken wire on it, but I also have this and this. Let me just move around. It's this large window with a flower box that I got, and it's very shabby, very distressed, and I'm probably thinking of, I still have to put the chicken wire on here and then hang it from there, or just tie some jute twine, because it's pretty big. It's actually about, how big is this dang thing? It's actually about 20 inches long, 20 inches wide, and about 25 high. So anyway, so it'll be pretty big. So I just put them in here for now because I have to figure out, and I have to go to the store and replenish my tiny, because I've used them for some things. What the heck am I thinking about? Oh, the clothespins. So let me show you what I did. And I'll show you what else you can use the pocket, the little pocket die after the video. So I just put them in here for right now, so that way I keep them organized. And there's 25 of them, and they're all in that paper. I didn't use any other paper. The only thing that wasn't from that paper pad was the foam that I used to stand them up. So let me just start from the beginning, and you will see that the ones at the beginning. And I used several of my dies, punches, all sorts of things just lying around here that I used. They're very simple because the way I see it, and if you guys are thinking of making an advent calendar or a Christmas countdown, don't stress yourself out about, because I started backwards. I started from 25 to 1 because I figured I'll embellish the ones that are towards the end more, because those are the ones that you're going to see more than the first ones. Like the first one, I'm going to see it for a day, or whenever I plan to post it up or whatever. I'm only going to see it for a little bit. So the ones I over embellished, or had more embellishments, if you will, were the ones towards the end of the calendar. So it has a little pocket, it's a little pocket, and things will fit in here like candy, notes, chocolates, all sorts of things. So either if I gift this to somebody, or if they can fill it with whatever they would like, or I can fill it with candy or whatnot. So this is one, and here you see. And with this pocket die, of course, it's good to use double-sided. Although this one has the other paper to for it to show on the inside. This is the second, and these are just like I said. The first few are very simple. Snowflake with 3, a little square punch, and some of these are just my punches. Some Stampin' Up punches, some of just regular EK Success punches, some of the dies. That heart is a Stampin' Up one. Here is the EK Success Mason jar. Here's one for Stampin' Up, and this is the other paper. Like I said, the first few, I mean, the first half are very simple, but I can always reuse these because this is very good paper. It's nice and thick, so you're able to use it. This is, I think this is the MFT die. And just a little pearl thing. Oh yeah, that was the only other embellishments, were just some pearls that I threw in there. This is the Movers and Shapers stopwatch, or pocket watch, I mean. And the 12. Here's the 13 with, again, the bow and just a little pearl. The 14th, and this is just, I cut it out of the paper. I just, said what the heck. So let me show you guys. And now from the 15th on, there'll be, probably some more embellishments. There's 15. Here we go with 16. This is another Movers and Shapers. 17. A little banner I just, just haphazardly cut out with the 18. Oh, and by the way, I should probably show you, they're very dimensional. Once again, I used the foam, and if you see, I used the foam, I cut out the number with the paper, with the cardstock, and then the foam for it. So did I skip one? Oh, so 17, 18, here is 19. I just use this bow several times, it's about gifts. This is another Movers and Shapers die. There's 20, 21, and this is this is a Tim Holtz, poinsettia, with just a few pearls in there. 21 that I got at Hobby Lobby. A little doily. It's 22. And like I said, they're all on the same. I wanted to use up some of my paper, so I don't feel as guilty for buying so much more paper, because I have some more coming in. The Cornsat one was just some older collections that you're not able to get anymore or get that readily, and I have quite a few coming from Traci's shop. But here's 23 with a little gift tag, and I just used a little bit of this jute twine on a few of the tags. Here's 24, and this one is, what's this one? This one is the Lawn Fawn mason jar. And this is just one of the Stampin' Up! Dies, punches. Oh, and by the way, the numbers, they're from the Vintage Market Tim Holtz die. It's the big one. I have that one, and I just ran it because they're uniform, and they have more of like a little vintagey look. And so that was 24, and this is 25. I used two of the acetate, two of the MFT bows, and I just crossed them, and then I crossed the tails, and I have this on acetate, so it's kind of more popped up. So yeah, so that way, because that's the one you're going to see more. So I'm totally excited. Like I said, I don't know where I'm going to display it as of yet, but I really wanted to show you guys because I'm actually thinking, I'm very fortunate to have so many things, you guys. I work hard. I work hard, and I deal with a lot of stuff for me to be able to buy myself some craft products and stuff like that. But I do like to share. So if anything, this actually might be a gift. I'm not sure yet because I don't know what I'm going to do. Because it does have a lot of pinks and whatnot. And that's not going to go that much with our Christmas theme this year. So I'm debating still. So I'm seeing what I'm going to do because I was going to see first where I'm going to put it. But for right now, it's staying in this cute little crate. These crates, I have no idea where they came from. They might have came from Target. So yeah. So anyhow, so let me show you the die. So here's the die. There's the pocket. You can see it pretty clearly, hopefully. And here is the die, and the die it actually embosses the lines right there and right there for the little pocket. So all I did, because we're going to use this, or whoever's going to use this will be putting in candy, and taking it out, and hopefully they will be able to use it repeatedly, or use it again if they want to. That way, for next Christmas, or for whatever, you can actually, it's very few of the dies and things that I used are specifically just Christmas, so you can use this for Valentine's Day. I mean, there's a few snowflakes in there, but you can still use it for Valentine's Day and stuff. So we just put, and the reason I'm using the red line one is because so you can see it, and then we just fold the edges, and I put the adhesive first because once you fold the edges and then you unfold them, you're just basically damaging the paper a little more. So yeah, and like I said, the crease lines are right there, and I have to use my paper piercer to remove these because I chew my nails a lot, and I know it's a very bad habit, but and I yell at people, or I tell my nieces and my nephews not to do it, but yet I do it. Okay, so I connect it there, so it's easier for me to hold it down, while all you do is just bring over the back end, and that's it. And then you just go over a little bit, and there you go. So there is the back, and here's the front, and like I said, you know, it's good to use double-sided paper, but that shows right there. So another thing I realized, I'm like, okay, well, what else can I use it for? And I'm pretty sure you can use this for the project, the pocket page scrapbooking, but I was just curious to see if a specific tag would fit in there. And just to give you guys an idea, so the pocket, real quick, it's actually 2.5 by 4.5 at the top here, 2.5 by 4.5, and it's 2.5 by 4 in the front part. So this is 4.5 and this is 4. So the cool thing is, I don't know what number this tag is, but it's 2 3/8 by 4 3/4. I don't know the actual number, but if you have it, just to give you guys an idea, if you guys have this die, which is the tag and tie dye alterations, it's that one. It's the one that fits in there. And by the way, I'm just calling it another ripoff. I have this one as well, and this is the same die. So I basically paid twice for the same die. I feel like a dork. Maybe I shop too much. Maybe I should really look into that. So anyway, so that die, but I don't know what number it actually is. I know they have actual numbers, but of course they're not on this packaging because I don't know if there's licensing issues. Anyway, so that die, which is 2 3/8 by 4 3/4, 4 3/4, yes, fits perfectly, you guys. Fits perfectly in there. Now it does stick out, but of course you want to be able to take it out. But if you wanted to, I would probably prefer it to be a little bit more snug in there. I just cut it off with my guillotine there, and there you go. Or you can even make it, you know, to go in there deeper and whatnot. But yeah, maybe get some seam binding or whatnot. But that way, if you guys have that tag, which is 2 3/8 by 4 3/4, and of course you can make your own tag, you guys. You can use it for that. I thought that was cool. Like I said, I tried to justify my purchases at least for 2 projects for that. But let me show you else what and of course, I think you guys might have seen that I bought tons of this paper with the mason jars, of course. And that paper is Fine and Dandy by the Echo Park. I went ahead and made little envelopes. That's the inside, which I think is pretty cool. I really don't care for the inside, for the opposite print, but here it adds a really good contrast. And since the jars are going everywhere, I didn't even have to worry where I place the paper. No, and just an FYI, for this die, out of a 12 by 12 sheet, you can get 4 of them. You can get 4 of them, but I was also trying to see like how much I can get out of a regular 8.5 by 11. But just an FYI, if you want to, I use scraps for some of the envelopes. I used a 5.5 piece by 5 1/4. It's as close as you can get without having to worry that you'll, you know, only die cut half a pocket. But yeah, so those are the little, I totally love them. So now I just have to think of a cute little tag with a mason jar, which by the way, yes, I already checked with all of the dies that I have. Now I'm going to have to go searching for another one. They're either too big or too small. But nevertheless, I can, let me see, I really have them right here. I sent these out, these little ones. This is also an Echo Park die with my mason jar kits. You know, glue it on there and have a cute little, where's my ATG? It's here somewhere. Just to kind of give you an idea. Oop, and it's crooked. Now we can't have that. Not a crooked jar, not today. So anyhow, so I mean, how cute, just that alone. Because, oh, by the way, this jar, this die cut is from, let me find the, well, okay, it's that jar. Love it. This die is by Echo Park. I think it's just called Canning Jar. It's one of the smaller ones. So look at that. It's kismet. Perfect. Throw some seam binding on it, some ribbon, some twine, anything. So yeah, so hopefully that helps you guys with this die, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, everyone.